up, people? It's your boy Hendrix. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Sorry about the brief layoff. But as you know, last time and as this time, we're talking about the five P's. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. And as you know, our part one, we talked about mental health. And mental health can be something very, very serious. It can cause issues left and right. But please note this: my time off was due to some personal issues that I had going on, and I needed a mental health break. Um, so, with that being said, I took and did what was needed for me. Um, I'm not back 100% yet, but I'm gonna try and make it through the show tonight because I got some information for you that I think will help everyone. And again, we're going to continue this whole series on the five P's. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. And tonight is segment number two or part number two. And we're going to talk about mental health. But before we get into that, just as we always do, viewer discretion and listener discretion is advised. These opinions and the conversations we having are our opinions and our opinions only. And really, we don't give a damn what you think. However, we do request that you be at least 18 years of, or older, but our preference is 21. So 18 years or older, but we prefer 21. So this is grown folks conversation. And again, our opinions are what they are. And we really don't give a damn what you think because this is our show. And if you got any problems, hey, make sure you hit us up, inboxes, DM us. We even got a text. I'm not sure about the number that you can text, but you can actually text us and call. But Q, who is the engineer behind the scenes, he gonna have that scrolling around down at the bottom. And as soon as he does, I will let the people on the podcast that's listening virtually. There we go. See, Q be right on time with it. You can text us at 972-904-2398. And you ever want to do any kind of partnership with us, you want to advertise on the show, hey, text us, call, leave a message, and we'll be sure to get back to you. Or you can email us at mastergas@gmail.com. Hey, you got ways to get in contact with us. And trust me, we do read all your emails, we do read all your text messages. And I will say this, you people are a trip. We love it, and we love you all. And thank you so much for watching and listening. And yeah, we appreciate y'all. But hey, Arbor, how's it going, sweetie? Um, yeah, Monique's yeah. Oh, I and Monique, yes, Monique brings up and she triggers a very very important things about DMs. Um, Ladies, look, I'll be honest with you. While I am not a married man, please understand that I am a sapiosexual. So sending me half naked pictures and that don't really do it for me. So if that's you shooting your shot, that's a swing and a miss. It's a hard miss. I don't. That's not me. I don't get down like that. So um, just that's a no. I'll pass. Um, so before we get into the night show, I want to talk about the beauty of the week. And again, we're gonna do this week. It's gonna be a group thing. It's gonna be actually two groups. And I know we've shouted out to them before. However, with this Delta variant, I'm sorry, and Delta variant and the schools starting back, I just want to give a shout out to all the nurses and anybody that works in the medical industry, medical field, health services. I want to give a shout out to them and all of our teachers. So I want to make sure that we shout you all out because you all do a great deal for us all, and it's not always appreciated. And I know the last 18 to 20 months has been very very rough for you all. And it's been rough on everyone else, but especially you all because you have to deal with it day in and day So tip of the hat to you for those that are in the medical industry and health services. Um, and for our teachers that are starting back, especially in states like Texas, where they don't give a damn about your health and they just sending people back to school. We're not even 2 weeks in and they're shutting down schools left and right for COVID outbreaks. But yet people don't want to wear masks. And, I can understand you not wanting to get the vaccine. That's a personal choice. Cool, fine. But at least wear a mask. Your personal freedoms end when they start harming someone else, when your actions start harming someone else. So keep that in mind, because some people say, oh, well, you know, you got a mask on, it works. But if you're a drunk driver, somebody else has their seatbelt on and their airbags and brakes work, it's about the same thing. You see, when you take that and compare it, don't really make any sense. So for all of you out there, please be safe. Continue to be safe. Protect yourself. Protect your family. And yeah, that's it for the beauty of the week. But tonight's show, and I'm not gonna be on here too long. Not gonna be on here too long. Want to talk about physical health. Part one we talked about mental health. Um, there's physical health, and then there's spiritual and emotional health. And I talk about these 5 P's. To me, proper planning prevents piss poor performance because of one thing. You have to have a solid base before you can move forward. If your foundation is weak, you're not going to go far. You may can build the highest and go, exceed all dreams and, get all the accolades. But if your foundation is not solid, you will crumble. So you have to have a strong foundation. And I want to talk about physical health. And there's a reason that I brought out the teachers and the nurses, because your physical health is something that's very, very critical, especially in this, we're in the midst of a pandemic still. Like I said, about 20 months in, we're still in the middle of a pandemic. People are getting vaccinated. They're giving booster shots for the vaccines. People are refusing to wear masks. And at the end of the day, your physical health is key to you achieving all of your goals and desires. Because if you can't get up out the bed and do it, it does you no good to have all the dreams and aspirations. But if you can't actually physically achieve and physically do the things you need to do, it's not going to be very feasible for you to achieve your goals. Now, why do I bring this up? I bring this up again. Like I said, we're in the middle of a pandemic, and I don't believe that some people actually understand how vital their physical health is. When we're young, when you're below 25, you're invincible. You are invincible. There's nothing that can harm you. Your bounce back is strong. You can go out and party, get drunk, stay out till 4 o'clock in the morning, come home and take a 2-hour nap, be at work at 9 o'clock, ain't ain't nothing happened, and then make it all through the day. You might struggle a bit, around lunchtime, 1, 2, 3 o'clock. You might struggle, but you push through. I'll tell you something, you get up over 40. Look here, player. You get up over 40, by 9:30, 10 o'clock, hey, playboy, I'm done. I'm done. I got to get my time. I may not go to sleep right away, but I'm going to be in the bed relaxing. And this is where our nurses, healthcare professionals, and our teachers play a huge part, because these are the people that when you're young, they help you from a teacher's perspective. They help you actually form the baseline of your physical health. Your nurses, doctors, healthcare specialists, they help you maintain throughout your life. And these are critical people to have in your corner. Now, myself, I suffer from a disease called lupus. Now, we've talked about this on and off the show over the years. And I want you to understand that lupus can be detrimental to your physical health. And so you need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself to ensure that you have a long life. Now, we all have different things that we're dealing with. Some people I know have cancer. Some people I know have other physical ailments that, prevent them from going 100% all the time. And no, there's nothing wrong with it. But because you can overcome it and you can do things that most people think are impossible. But if you don't have a true understanding of what your physical health is, then, you don't know how long you can do that. So, fellas, mainly gonna focus on you because our ladies out there, they take care of themselves. But for my fellas, please, 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 if you don't do anything else, you got a job, you're paying for insurance, go to the doctor at least once a year. Hit them all. Your dentist, your eye doctor, your primary care physician. And if you don't have a primary care physician, please get one. Please get you a primary care physician, somebody that you can talk to about anything and everything that's going on with you. They have many different avenues of finding you a doctor. Sometimes it's easy as word of mouth. Other times, hey, you gotta see what's best for you, and that's fine too. But please, 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 make sure you take care of your physical health and make sure that you have a baseline so you understand what's going on with you. Because nobody wants to be that person that ends up in the hospital and say, oh, if we had caught this 5-6 years ago, it was completely preventable. Now, chances are you're going to die. That's not the kind of message you want, coming from a doctor. Go in and get tested. Have them do the battery of tests. I'm not sure if some of you all saw the Facebook post that I put up the other day, but it was from me going to the doctor, and they took like 10, 12 vials of blood. Like, I'm thinking they feeding a nest of vampires down there. It's like, what you need all that blood for? However, it's become something that I'm used to, and it's one of those things where I know physically I have an ailment. And so from a physical standpoint, I go to the doctor on a regular basis because I know that it's important for me to understand what's going on in my life, right? It's very critical. But for everybody else out there, at least go to the doctor once a year. Please, if you haven't been to the doctor in a while, set up you an appointment now, go to the doctor. Actually, this is probably the best time outside of the pandemic to go to the doctor. Most of the kids have been back. They got their physicals. They got all their shots and stuff done to start school. And this is a good time to go. Go to the doctor. Go ahead and get yourself checked out and make sure you take care of yourself. Now, with that being said, we're going to shift gears just a little bit here and talk about your diet. But before we get into your diet, I'm gonna let Q go ahead and play a little commercial, and we're gonna come back, remind you about some of the shows and the lineups and stuff like that, and then we're gonna get into this whole dietary, your dietary needs and stuff like that. So Q, go ahead and roll a commercial, and we'll be right back. All right, people, what's up? It's your boy Hendrix. I'm back. Just a reminder of the show lineup. We got it scrolling across the bottom of the screen. But for y'all that are listening to us on the podcast, y'all can't see that, but it's okay. Got a new show lineup. First and third Wednesdays is Q. Stupid is real. Wednesdays nights, it's your boy Hendrix. Happy hour with Hendrix. And then first and third Thursdays, you got MTG After Dark. And then we switched it up a little bit. We going back to Saturdays mornings for MTG Live. We going, Saturday mornings at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. For those people that are confused, Central Standard Time. Now, for those watching, on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Periscope, wherever you happen to be watching, just remember that you can always catch the show. We were trying to narrow it down, but within 12 hours of the show broadcasting, we will be it will be up on our podcast platform. So whatever podcast platform you like to listen to, whether it's Spotify, Google Podcasts, Bullhorn, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast from, we there. All you gotta do, search us, Master Gas Entertainment, look for the little logo, boom, you got us. You can actually catch all the shows, all of our previous shows. They on there. Going all the way back to season 1. So we in the 5th season. So all of our shows back to season 1 are on there, and hey, you can listen to them at your leisure. But with that being said, let's go and hop back into the show. So we're talking about tonight, proper planning prevents piss poor performance, part 2. Tonight we're talking about physical health. Now, part of physical health, like I said earlier, was going to the doctor to make sure you understand what's actually going on with you. Second critical part of that is your diet and exercise. Now, everybody has their own level of exercise, so I'm not really going to get into that because that's a discussion that, you should be having with your doctor. That physical activity, those levels, you should be having that conversation with your doctor, what you cannot do, should and should not do. But with respect to your diet, this is something that you should also bring up and speak to your doctor about. Like I said, I have lupus, so I've had to change up my diet from 8 years ago, 9 years ago now, from what I was eating before to what I eat now. My diet has drastically changed. Now, with that being said, go to the old adage, junk in, junk out. So you put junk food in your body, you're going to get junk performance out of your body. So some people are big on being vegetarian and vegan, and you have a whole bunch of different dietary programs that you can adhere to. However, I will just say this. When you're looking at your diet, especially after you get into your 30s and up, you want to make sure that you're doing things that are healthy for you. No, there's nothing wrong with having a nice steak. Everybody loves a nice steak, right? Nothing wrong with that. But you can't eat steak every single night. There's nothing wrong with having a nice, juicy, greasy burger. Nothing wrong with that. Every now and then. You can't do it every single night. So make sure that you're watching what you eat. I will say this. Now, I'm not a big fan of vegetables. I am not. I will, I'll be the first one to tell you I am not a fan of vegetables at all. However, I do love fruits. And I like, all kinds of fruits. I love fresh fruits. So this is what I use to help myself. So I juice, I do smoothies, and with the smoothies, you can throw in a few vegetables in there, here and there. And hey, you know what? Boom, you got all your dietary needs and in a nice little drink, and it's all good. So Just something to think about. You know, when you're at home, I know it's easy to order fast food and fast food, processed food. It's really easy to do, but make sure you're looking at what's in these items that you're putting inside your body. Make sure you know what's going in your body so you know what's coming out. Um, when you do this and you start changing your diet, you will notice some changes. Some of them are going to be good. Some of them are going to be a little bit disturbing, especially if you start eating a lot of fruits and vegetables and you're not used to doing that. Because fruits and vegetables clean out your system. And I'm going to say that nicely. They clean out your system. Now I will let you fill in the blanks because we all adults here. Like I said, 18 and older, but we prefer 21. So they clean out your system, and sometimes it can be a little concerning. However, it's a good thing. That's what fruits and vegetables were designed to do. Now you can go through and do a quick fix like a cleanse or something like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with going and get a colonic. I ain't ever done it, but hey, they say you can lose up to 10 pounds. But hey, if you've ever done that, holler at me. Let me know what you think about that. Cause me, nah, player. I'll pass. I'll stick to the natural way of doing it, but to each his own. um, but I say all this to say this. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself, because from a mental aspect and from a physical aspect, those are the baselines. Mentally and physically, you have to be present in the moment to actually accomplish and achieve your goals. I know that I'm a little off tonight and I'm kind of a little scatterbrained. I'm not as structured as I usually am. But again, I've been dealing with some things personally, and that's just a result of it. However, I do want you all to understand this, that the the premise of what I'm trying to do here is to just give you a baseline of how to achieve your goals. Like, proper planning prevents piss poor performance. Now, this is one of those things that I've always been told growing up, and it's basically just, you gotta set yourself up for success. You have to set yourself up for success. And how do you do that? You create a strong platform or a strong foundation that you can build on. Started with mental. Now we're gonna go, talk tonight about physical health. Now, the next topic will be spiritual and emotional health, because could divide those two up, but honestly they go hand in hand. So that's going to be the next segment, part 3 of, you know, spiritual and emotional health. But like I said, I'm not going to keep y'all on here too long, but just a reminder, look, make sure you go to the doctor. If you're having mental health issues, make sure you go ask somebody for help. Ask somebody for help or seek out help and just go for help. Even if you don't know where to go, start somewhere. Take a step forward, because the longest journey starts with that first step. And your journey may be long, it may be short. You'll never know, but you can't do it alone. Nobody succeeds, nobody achieves anything, nobody, accomplishes anything in their life alone. There's always somebody or someone or something that has helped you along the way. And before I get up out of here tonight, I just want to remind you, tune in to us this Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time for MTG Live. Now, we're not going to be on Friday. We're going back to Saturday. We did the whole Friday thing because of the pandemic, but because of some other issues, hey, 9 a.m. on Saturday mornings is going to work best for us. And if you pay attention, like I said, within 12 hours, hey, it'll be up on the podcast platform. So if you don't catch us at 9 a.m., you can listen to us after 9 p.m. It's guaranteed to be up on whatever your favorite podcast platform is. So with that being said, you all, hey, I'm going to call it a night. I wish you well. I wish you nothing but peace and blessings. And I'm out. Peace.